Training is essential in a boxer's career. It is what determines if they become celebrated champions or forgotten contenders. Canelo Alvarez is extremely important to the boxing world today, and his fights are major events that attract large audiences. Not just die-hard boxing aficionados, but also casual viewers. His success across multiple weight classes and titles in each adds to his appeal and is a testament to how much extensive training and dedication is behind his achievements. Today, I'm going to take an in-depth look into his training process, exploring everything from his early morning routines to the decisive moments that led to his victories in the ring. To be able to stay in top shape and remain relevant, Canelo Alvarez, like many elite athletes, follows a strict daily routine to maintain his peak physical condition and mental sharpness. His day is structured around essential habits that contribute to his overall well-being and performance in the ring. Before we get into how he starts his day, I think it's important for me to start with what he does the night before. His evening routine typically includes activities that help him wind down and ensure his body recovers optimally. This includes having a nutritious dinner to support muscle repair, spending time with family to relax mentally, and getting an adequate amount of sleep. Canelo makes sure to get plenty of rest each night, especially for an athlete of his caliber whose body needs to recover from daily physical strain. He aims for at least 8 hours of sleep per night. Canelo starts his day early with a morning run between 6 and 6:30. This is not just a light jog, it's a structured run that varies in intensity and purpose. He starts off with lower, longer distance runs, which help build overall cardiovascular capacity and endurance. Canelo uses these runs specifically to increase his aerobic base, which is crucial for a boxer who needs to maintain a high level of activity through potentially 12 rounds of fighting. These runs are done at a steady, manageable pace where he can hold a conversation without gasping for air. Closer to a fight, Canelo incorporates interval runs involving short bursts of high-speed running followed by a recovery period. For example, he sprints for 1 minute at maximum effort followed by 2 minutes of jogging or walking to recover, repeating this pattern several times. This enhances his ability to recover quickly between intense bursts of activity during a fight. He also does hill runs, which are particularly challenging but beneficial for improving explosive power. Running uphill forces the body to work harder, building muscle strength and endurance that is vital during the last stages of a tough fight. Canelo has been known to train in high-altitude locations, such as the mountains in Colorado. This type of training is difficult due to the reduced oxygen levels at higher elevations, pushing his body to adapt to tougher conditions. Beyond the physical benefits, running is also a mental exercise for Canelo. The discipline required to maintain a regular running schedule, especially on longer and more demanding runs, helps develop the mental toughness needed to face opponents in the ring. He mostly runs for about 30 to 60 minutes, and his running routine changes based on his training cycle. Consistency, however, is key for him. After running each morning, Canelo begins with a hearty breakfast to fuel his body for the day ahead. The meal provides the energy he needs for intense workouts and helps with recovery from the previous day's exertions. His breakfast includes a balance of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats to ensure sustained energy levels. This could come from eggs, oatmeal, and fresh fruits, providing him with sustained energy throughout his day. His favorite breakfast has egg whites fried in olive oil, accompanied by a piece of ham and a glass of fresh fruit juice. Then he takes a shower and goes back to bed to rest. Following hours of rest, Canelo moves into his first training session of the day around noon. While at the gym, he engages in various training activities, including strength training, conditioning work, and strategy sessions, under the guidance of his long-term coach, Eddie Reynoso. Strength training is designed to build muscle and increase power, which are essential for a boxer to deliver and absorb punches effectively. Conditioning work, on the other hand, focuses on improving his cardiovascular health, allowing him to maintain a high level of performance throughout a long fight. Canelo's strength and conditioning program is overseen by a team of professional trainers who tailor the workouts to his specific needs as a fighter. This comprehensive approach to fitness not only enhances his performance in the ring, but also contributes to his longevity in the sport. Known for his dedication and discipline, Canelo's approach to training is as meticulous as it is grueling. He spends more time training than 9-to-5ers spend at the office every day. His gym work is exhaustive and specifically designed to enhance various aspects of his fighting capabilities. Canelo's strength training is carefully structured to improve his punching power while maintaining his speed and agility. His routine includes exercises such as squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. He also adds neck exercises to his training regimen. Strengthening the neck is common in boxing, as it helps fighters absorb punches better and reduces the risk of injuries like whiplash during fights. For boxers, a strong neck can better support the head against the force of incoming punches, contributing to durability. After that, he moves on to boxing drills. During these times, he engages in a variety of exercises that enhance his performance in the ring, beginning with shadow boxing to work on his form, timing, and movement, simulating a real fight without resistance. He then moves on to focus mitts, where he partners with a coach to practice combinations, improving accuracy, speed, and power. This is followed by heavy bag work, where he hones his punching technique and builds endurance by practicing offensive and defensive maneuvers. Canelo also adds speed bag drills to develop hand-eye coordination, rhythm, and shoulder endurance, alongside double-end bag work, which sharpens his reflexes and counterpunching skills. His training sessions are intense, incorporating interval training, plyometrics, and circuit workouts to maintain cardiovascular endurance and strength. Alongside physical drills, Canelo prepares mentally by studying opponents, visualizing fight scenarios, and refining his strategy. Next, he moves on to sparring sessions, which are highly focused. He spars 3 times a week, taking a rigorous approach to these sessions, aiming to perfect his technique and endurance against various sparring partners who can mimic his upcoming opponent's styles. Canelo Alvarez's criteria for selecting sparring partners focus on aligning with the specific challenges posed by his upcoming opponents. For instance, leading up to his fight against Caleb Plant, Canelo chose sparring partners like Ronald and Rashidi Ellis, both known for their skills that could mimic Plant's style, which is speed and technical prowess. Similarly, for his preparation against Dmitry Bivol, Canelo included Alexander Gvozdyk as a sparring partner. Gvozdyk, just like Bivol, has a strong background in using distance and straight punches. The atmosphere during Canelo's sparring sessions is described as very businesslike, with little social interaction and a strong emphasis on performance and improvement. Sparring partners are expected to push Canelo to his limits, providing him with the challenge needed to prepare for elite competition. The trainers, including Eddie Reynoso, closely monitor these sessions, providing immediate feedback and demanding high intensity to ensure Canelo is tested in every round. After his morning training session, Canelo takes time to cool down and stretch. Post-training, he focuses on recovery. This includes hydration, eating a nutritious meal to aid in muscle repair, and sometimes physical therapy or massages to aid faster recovery. To Canelo, recovery is as important as the training itself because it allows his body to adapt and strengthen. Canelo's technicality in the ring is another part of his skill set that is highly regarded. They are a blend of tact and precise counterpunching that set him apart from many fighters. Rather than adopting the typically aggressive style seen in many Mexican boxers, he takes a methodical approach to it. This more calculated method allows him to manage his punch output efficiently and focus on effective counterstrikes. One of Canelo's standout abilities is his counterpunching skill, often using feints and maneuvers to create openings in his opponent's defenses, aiming for both the head and body. His fights against Gennady Golovkin and Amir Khan showcase this, as he can draw in attacks and then respond with sharp counters. His head movement complements this style well, making him a difficult target while setting up his own offensive strikes. Another distinctive aspect of his style is the use of unorthodox combinations. Canelo's ability to string together unique and creative punching combinations allows him to exploit openings in his opponent's guards. Canelo Alvarez's meticulous training plays a deciding role in his performance in the ring. There are some instances where his training has translated directly into his performance, but there is one that specifically stands out. During his 2019 fight against Sergey Kovalev, Canelo moved up 2 weight classes and displayed his enhanced strength training by delivering a stunning knockout in the 11th round. Despite Kovalev's size and reach advantage, Canelo's power was decisive, with his strength conditioning enabling him to compete effectively at a higher weight class. On the day of an actual fight, Canelo Alvarez follows a specific routine designed to prepare him both mentally and physically for the ring. His day begins with a light breakfast, focusing on foods that are easy to digest to maintain energy levels without causing discomfort. Following breakfast, Canelo engages in a light workout or stretch session to keep his muscles loose and maintain his sharpness without expending too much energy. Throughout the day, he stays dehydrated and may snack on small, nutritious meals. As fight time approaches, his routine becomes more structured. He arrives at the venue well before the fight to settle in and begin his warm-up routine. During this time, he stays listening to music to help maintain his concentration and calm his nerves. To Canelo, every time he steps in the ring, he's not just fighting opponents, he's battling the limits of his own potential. And if you are a boxing newbie or rookie, I really recommend mirroring some of these routines to enhance your skills. Be sure to subscribe, as we will be rolling out more of your favorite boxers' training regimens soon. See you on the next one.